You know what? I don't give a crap about you and your State of the Union address, Biden. Because, oh, man. Oh, buddy. Bruins fans, I'm on the floor because, screw you, I feel like being on the floor. Bruins fans, it is time to hug it out. Because that, 1 second. That is not only a 4-1 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs, our second 4-1 victory over them this season, because we love putting up the fun. We love putting up the joke. We love the joke. The joke is just too good. They've won a playoff series since then, but you know what? It was 4-1. It was 4-1. It was 4-1! Welcome back down into the den, everybody. Oh, man. Oh. Man. This game was just straight vibes. Straight vibes. Because tonight wasn't just the regular season series finale against the Leafs. Tonight was also Era's night. The last Era's night of the season. And this one, obviously, since it's the last one, deals with everything from 2001 all the way up until now. Which means the guys that got into this one, they were the entire 2011 Cup team, except for Blake Wheeler because he's on another team, and except for Nathan Horton. I really hope that Nathan Horton is doing all right. I will always hate Aaron Rome with a burning passion for that hit. Canucks fans, you can still be mad at me for that, but all I'm gonna say is, how's that Elias Lindholm trade going for you? You tell me. But I feel like the Bruins, they understood who was in the barn tonight. Marshy especially. He knew exactly who was in the barn tonight, because he's the, whether we love it or not, he is the only Bruin, at least the only Bruin that is still on the Bruins active roster right now, that is still around from the 2011 Cup run. It sucks. It was 13 years ago. Jesus Christ, it was 13 years ago. They even during the game, they even showed highlights from my favorite game of all time. February 3rd, 2011, in the game against the Stars, where they had 3 fights in the first 5 seconds. Andrew Raycroft, as the starting goalie for the Stars, had a save percentage of 0 in that game. Still one of my favorite tidbits ever. But I feel like talked enough about other games. Let's talk about tonight's game. And oh man, it started rough. Jake McCabe immediately. Jake McCabe pretty quickly making himself public enemy of the night. And let's be honest, tonight, the Bruins remembered who they are. The Bruins remembered the team identity. And that was the message of tonight. Remember who you are. And they gave the Leafs what for. There were fights on fights. And it all pretty much stemmed from this one instance with Jake McCabe. I'm gonna take my bandana off as well, because Jake McCabe, in the first period, he ends up both slashing and cross-checking Brad Marchand in the face. The cross-check happened after the whistle, mind you. just cross-checked him. It caught up under the jersey, and but it still hit him like right in the neck. And Jack was saying that Jack was talking about, oh, this is exactly what got Morgan Riley suspended for 5 games. I don't think that. Here's the thing. I don't think that this is going to be an infraction that is going to get Jake McCabe 5 games. I don't think it should be an infraction that gets Jake McCabe 5 games. I think honestly, if you're gonna give anything for this, it's either a fine or a 1-game suspension. I hate to say it, but it was, but like I feel like the circumstances might have been the circumstances I feel might have been a little bit different. But make no mistake, we did not have to do a slap shot on an empty net to embarrass the Leafs tonight. All we had to do was let Brandon Carlo score. But yeah, on that. But yeah, during that so Leafs are now down 2 men, and because that ended up as 2 different penalties, and I guess I don't know if you can opt for. I don't know if a player takes 2 penalties. I'm not sure if you can opt to have it as a 5-on-3, and have another player take it, or if you can opt for the 4-minute double minor instead. I don't know if that's the thing you can opt into or opt out of. I don't know. All I know is the Bruins on this were incredible. Oh, just incredible. Could not really give Joseph Woll any sort of breathing room. Which also, by the way, I think one of the greatest tells about this game. This team embarrassed the core 4, except for maybe Marner. Marner's like the only player that I would say was not on the core 4 that was not embarrassed. Matthews, invisible on the ice. Tavares, invisible on the ice. Nylander, we'll get into Nylander because Maron. But anyway, on this 5-on-3, Bruins are cycling the puck beautifully, and it ends with a great feed from the near post at Jake DeBrusk, all the way to the back, and by all the way to the back I mean into the other post, and yeah, Pasta's there. And here's the thing. I feel like throughout this entire game, I feel like Joseph Woll played way too low to the ground. So if you're a Leafs fan and you're watching, that is something that you need to look out on, especially when changing sides of coverage. He always goes down, like he's trying to bob and weave, but he always weaves way too low. And that's how we ended up scoring 2 different goals. But yeah, this was a chippy one. Lohrei had a great first period, and then had a not so great second period. This hair, man. I mean, we also know who didn't have a great second period. And McAvoy, I hope everything's okay downstairs. Yeah, that was kind of rough. That was kind of rough. He didn't like take a massive hit, but Morgan Riley tried to backhand it, and yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. But anyway, I was saying that we'd get into Willie, and get into Willie we shall. Well, I forget if we're on the power play on this one. Which, by the way, the fact that we had 2 goals on the power play when our power play recently has been so bad, it's like, holy crap, in this economy. But yeah, amazing. But yeah, William Nylander trying to keep it in the Bruins zone, but he's challenged by Frederick, and he just Frederick gets a little bit too close for comfort, and Willie just cannot get it back to the puck. Like, Freddie takes it and just beelines right to Joseph Woll, and Woll cannot wall up, and that's how we get to do nothing. But someone here's the thing about the penalties in this one. There were so many of them that I can't even really keep track of them. All I know is that the Leafs end up on the power play, and the Bruins great on the kill so far. Great on the kill, pretty much great on the kill the entire time until Mason Lohrei tries to get a little bit too cute. And I hate to say it, but you have to call out when players get a little bit too cute. We love it. We loved it when Lysell was getting a little bit too cute and taking the puck right to net improv. Until his trainer said, "Look, you're getting a little bit too fancy with the puck. I want to see you actually work on the basic fundamentals." And this is kind of getting too cute. I don't think it's necessarily a pattern though, but it's still like, god damn it. But it's still like a god damn it moment. And Lohrei in the neutral zone tries to forecheck it up to Marchand, and he does it a little bit too, and he does it way too high, and he does it way too far ahead of Marchand, and Marner just takes that shit right to goal. No, actually no, Timothy Liljegren takes it and forechecks it up to Marner, who takes it right to goal. That is called getting too cute. But throughout it all, oh yeah, the geeky goal. Oh man, the geeky goal was great. In the last 5 minutes of the third period of the second period, Geeky gets a fantastic goal, but this one is pretty much all Kevin Shattenkirk, which is something that I didn't expect to be saying this late in the season. That a goal was all Kevin Shattenkirk. Mans did an insane. Look, third line was buzzing tonight. Pretty much every line was buzzing. And Justin Brazeau had a fantastic night. The Geek Squad, fantastic night. Top 2 lines, fantastic night. Jake DeBrusk with 2 assists. Brad Marchand with 2 assists. I really wish that Brad Marchand scored 2 goals tonight, because what better statement would it be on the Era's night of your time, with all of your friends from 2011 in attendance. And how what kind of imagine the message that sends, and that you nut up and you get 2 goals to take yourself up to 400 against one of your team's most hated rivals on that night. That would have been just yeah. But I'm getting a little bit away from it. Let's get back to the geeky goal. Third line in third line and third D pair. Great job. Great job in the offensive zone. Shattenkirk gets the rebound from Woll, and threads the needle pretty well through the defenseman and right to Geeky, who shoots, and again Woll just goes way too low. And that puts the game at 3-1, and then just a little bit later, somehow I honestly forget how this happened, but the puck just ends up on Carlo's stick, and he just right past Joseph Woll. That one, Woll has to. If you're a Leafs fan, you are shouting at your TV that Woll has to have that, and he does. He does. When a defenseman scores from the blue line and it's not deflected at all, you have to have that. You have to have that. What the hell? Oh, and that was that put the game on ice. Yes. We almost thought it didn't. Third period. Leafs got a decent shift in the offensive zone. And Tyler Bertuzzi, who was kind of a shitbag the entire game, although I do kind of respect him for waiting so patiently for Parker Wotherspoon to drop the mitts and then just going to town on him. Although I do not appreciate that it was against us. Oh man, but yeah, Bertuzzi kind of a grind ball, kind of a slime ball all game. And this one, he just boots it in like Morton Anderson, Adam Vinatieri boots it, and obviously that's going back for distinct kicking motion, because how can it not? How can that not go back, Nick? But Bruins end up holding on until the end of the game. And that closes out a season sweep, and potential first round playoff preview. Oh man. You have no idea the excitement the excitement that is going to be coursing through my body for a Bruins versus Leafs playoff round, and getting to chronicle it in here, amazing. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so excited. Good, and I'm gonna be so excited for the rest of the season, pretty much. But yeah, have a great. That's pretty much it for tonight. Fantastic job from the Bruins, and I loved how every single line felt like it was going somewhere. Lorai, you got it. Lorai, I love you. You gotta patch some things up there, bud. And it's always fun to win against the Leafs. And who has more fun than us? A team that decided to name its fourth line during that cup run. The Merlot line will never not be a legend in this. Will never not be full of legends in this city. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.